The blinker lights are on. Middle of the road. Stopped. He's blocking traffic. There's no good reason for it. What the heck is going on here? We get right into it now on the Light Diversions show.
Hello and welcome to the Light Diversion Show. So the cavalier use of hazard lights, or otherwise known as blinkers, has become a disturbing trend lately. If you're familiar with driving in LA, you'll know this to be particularly true. Ask yourself, does the use of blinker lights give someone the right to park wherever and whenever they want? Well, a lot of people appear to be thinking this way. It's worth noting that sometimes they don't even bother using their blinkers at all. And when they do, it's because they decided to stop and block traffic right at that moment because they can't be bothered. When they get honked at by everyone else behind them, only then they're like, oh, yeah, sorry, let me throw on the blinkers. And the string of traffic behind them now has the expense of their selfishness.
That's just it. It used to be that when you saw someone stuck in the middle of a lane with their blinkers on, that it really meant something, right, Nick? They had car trouble. They needed help. Not so anymore. Blinkers have become the carte blanche to go ahead and park it wherever the heck I want. Sorry, pal, that's your problem. I'll just stay right here for a while.
Yes, it's infuriating. Why is this happening more and more these days? Well, nobody knows for sure, but we're shifting into high gear for this episode to clear the air. Okay, Elaina Claire, the human condition is always the primary focus on this program, so let's look at the Maserati convertible driver. Okay, this is a good one. This one is emblematic of today's selfish young men who go around wearing jeans that are way too tight, thinking they're hot excrement and acting like a sharp-ended instrument. He decides to make the slow lane on Ventura Blvd his own personal parking spot because he couldn't be bothered to find a spot elsewhere. But the question, is he an absolute rear cavity because his jeans were so tight? Or rather, is there a correlation of how big a rear cavity he actually is with the size of his sunglasses, along with his 22-inch chrome rims on the Maserati? So, in other words, putting it all together, the bigger the sunglasses and the rims, the bigger of a rear cavity he actually is. Does all of this make sense, Elaina?
Truly, you have painted quite the masterpiece here. I can picture it. I can see it. I feel like I'm looking at a Renaissance portrait of modern idiocracy. Okay, tight jeans, oversized sunglasses, chrome rims. It's like the holy trinity of douchebaggery, right? Honestly, I think it's a package deal. The tighter the jeans, the bigger the sunglasses, the shinier the rims, the more convinced that they are what the world revolves around. Let's not overthink this, though. Okay, it's not the jeans or the rims, it's the vibe. These guys walking around like they're starring in their own music video, except the soundtrack is just honking horns and expletives from everyone they've blocked. Maybe the real problem is that they think that they're the main character, and we're all just their unpaid extras. Ugh, it's sad. Really, truly sad.
Yeah, it's so sad, Elaina. It really is. Okay. We got to keep it concise here, though. Second example, and I really got to get all of these off my chest. The long-haired guy with a strung-out girlfriend blocking traffic on a major street while moving out of their apartment. This pair, I believe, represents the opposite side of the spectrum from Maserati guy. Whereas Maserati guy appeared to be a man of relative means, strung-out girlfriend guy clearly possessed the demeanor of a broken man. The reason I have this perception of him is because he was driving a rather undesirable vehicle. The type that likely won't get above 57 miles per hour or so, one of those. These are otherwise known as an excrement box, or a Chevy Aveo, and the one of his caliber would make anyone feel like less of a man. Elaina, did this individual disregard his fellow driver because he has to be seen in public with his excrement box? Or does he just simply not give a you-know-what?
Excrement box. It might be my new favorite term. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt, truly. But let's be real here. This guy wasn't just driving a Chevy Aveo. He was the Chevy Aveo. He was beat up. He was underpowered. He was holding on by a thread. His car was basically a rolling autobiography. I don't think his actions were about disregarding his fellow drivers. I think he's given up on life to the point where even basic human decency feels like too much effort. Or maybe he's embraced that chaos, right? If I can't win at life, I'm taking you all down with me. Honestly, it's kind of impressive in a dark, nihilistic way, like performance art, huh?
Well, it was LA, so if it was performance art, that would actually make a lot of sense. Okay, we haven't mentioned this one yet. Number 3. Oh, this is a big one, Elaina. Oh my God. The maintenance truck completely stopped. 2 lackluster guys get out and paid over a broken newspaper dispenser on the corner. It was empty. It was 8 a.m. on Franklin Boulevard. A broken newspaper dispenser, Elaina. A broken newspaper dispenser. And these guys stopped traffic on a busy morning to give it a fresh paint job. Clearly, these are individuals who have completely given up on life, or at least their boss has. Is there more to this one that I'm just not seeing? Am I missing something?
Wait a second. So was it a broken, empty newspaper dispenser? It was a broken, empty newspaper dispenser? Well, okay, that one takes the cake. Truly. Painting a broken, empty newspaper dispenser during rush hour? It's like they woke up and said, how can we be as useless as possible today? I mean, who even thought this was a priority? Are there people out there filing complaints about the aesthetic quality of newspaper dispensers? But maybe this wasn't about the dispenser. Maybe these guys were staging a quiet rebellion. You think we're just here to fix potholes and clear debris? Think again. We're going to beautify this forgotten relic, and you're all going to suffer for it. Honestly, it's almost inspiring. Well, almost.
Well, if there's one thing that this world is lacking these days, Elaina, it's inspiration. So maybe that was one way we could get there. Okay, 4th and final example, Elaina, and this is another big one too. The typical custom California plate. Black frame, yellow lettering. You've seen these before around town. You've seen them around for sure. This one read KLUB DUDU and was affixed upon an obnoxiously loud exotic convertible. Nice ride, I have to admit. But my fetching wife was driving our performance-grade minivan with the entire family inside, trying to make a left turn at a busy intersection. Mr. KLUB DUDU was having a really hard time waiting, so he was honking and being a not-so-courteous driver because he had a lot of important places to be, you see. By the end of this story, we actually caught up to the young man driving KLUB DUDU at the next red light, and he proceeded in presenting me with the bird after I waved to him. His car also had 22-inch rims, and his dark sunglasses were also exceptionally oversized. So there seems to be a pattern here, as far as I can see. Are you seeing a pattern too, Elaina?
Oh, this is a story about the pièce de résistance of entitled jerk behavior. KLUB DUDU, huh? The name alone screams, I take myself too seriously. Oh, and of course it had to be on a brand new, exotic convertible with rims so big that they could double as satellite dishes. The oversized sunglasses are just the cherry on top of this absurd Sunday. But, okay, let's get to the real star of your story. Your fetching wife, heroically navigating the chaos in your beloved minivan. Well, KLUB DUDU couldn't handle the sheer injustice of waiting for a left turn. Honking, throwing the bird. It's like he was auditioning for the Real Housewives of Road Rage. Here's the thing, Nick. KLUB DUDU didn't just buy a car, he bought a lifestyle that apparently involves zero patience, a surplus variance, and a belief that honking is a universal language for, I'm better than you. Did he purchase the right to be a jerk? No. But clearly he thinks that his car payment comes with a license to be insufferable. Ugh. Okay, honestly, I'd be more impressed if he used those 22-inch rims to mow someone's lawn instead of blocking intersections. But, hey, at least he's consistent, right?
You know what, Elaina? I love the fact that you brought up consistency. That you've got some really great insight on this type of stuff. Okay, listen, we've covered a lot of ground on this one, Elaina, so I think we've got to wrap this one up. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to do the usual: like, subscribe, tell a friend, check out the links below, visit our sponsors, do all of that wonderful stuff, and just don't forget to share and just tell the whole world about the Light Diversion Show. Elaina, I'll leave it up to you.
Yes, you can buy a t-shirt even, share with your friends, or you can even call our hotline, 818-538-8203, and tell us about your absurdly large sunglasses. We would love to know. Light Diversions, your favorite show.
Michael, it's from Toronto. Michael, I did warn you last year about your people selling in Canada, and it is happening over and over. And please call me back. I want to talk to you. If you guys keep continuing doing it, I'm going to open up a freaking shop right next to your office. I will undercut you on everything. And also, I will put these things on eBay. I will make sure that you lose your business, okay? I'm telling you, I'm cautioning you. Please don't provoke me and act accordingly. I'm spending my money for advertisement and everything else in this country, and you guys are infringing into it. This is not the right thing to do. Okay? Call me back. If you're a gentleman, you should call me back.